Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Malifaux, and tonight is Titania versus Mei Feng. I've been wanting to try out my Mei Feng crew for a long time, and I just couldn't put off the urge any longer. For terrain, we've got impassable buildings, height 3, I guess, impassable tombs, walls, forests, yeah, you know the drill, rocks. Fucking rocks are always in my deployment zone. My opponent lost the deployment flip, and so I made him set up first, and so he's got Aeonus, the Thorn, Titania, with the Queen's Champion, Aether Connection, and an audience with the Queen. A Changeling, the Widow Weaver, and she's got 1,000 faces, wouldn't you know. Another Changeling, and the Tooth, yeah, bear with me with the names, guys. They all look the same to me. My crew looks like this. I've got a Guild Pathfinder deploying from the shadows, the Emberling, a Rail Worker, Kang, who's packing Hard Worker and Servant of 5 Dragons. Mechanised Pork Chop, Mei Feng, with Seismic Talons, Thunderous Smash and On Wings of Wind. A 10 Thunder Brother, and from the shadows we've got a Katanaka Sniper. For those of you that watched my How to Build a Crew video, this is probably my favourite example of a toolbox crew. So my default is this crew, except with another Rail Worker instead of a 10 Thunder Brother, which gives me a core of models that can hit pretty hard and take quite a beating, and gives me 2 or 3 models that would run schemes for me. In this game I decided I wanted a little bit more scheming power, so I swapped the Rail Worker for the 10 Thunder Brother. Same points cost, so it's an easy switcheroo. If I wanted to do more of a summoning list, then I could swap Kang out for Toshiro, and everything continues to work pretty well. Similarly, if the terrain doesn't have very good firing lanes, then I can swap out the Katanaka Sniper for something like Sparks, if I want more hitting power, or Chiaki if I want condition removal. So this is just another demonstration of what I was talking about in that previous video. So my plan. Pathfinder's going to sit on his hole up on this flank, drop loads of ski markers. 10 Thunder Brothers going to go off onto this flank and do the same thing, and that should score me Convict Laver fairly easily because he doesn't have that many models to oppose me. Emberling's going to help out the Guild Pathfinder, and whoops, looks like he's been nudged a bit forward there. But really his main objective is to then run into combat, start marking people for death and keeping them burning. The Sniper's just a little bit upfield because I don't want him to be too close so he can be gotten in the first turn, but he's got quite a wide field of firing lanes, so we'll almost certainly be able to hit something on the first turn, and then he's in position to either support the 10 Thunder Brother who's going to be running off over here, or get into the centre where the rest of my crew is going to be going. Let's see how it goes. Turn 1, happy to see those high masks. Some tentative first moves, see some scheme markers being dropped, and my guys moving up. Not liking the look of Aeonus there. He's a pretty tough cookie and I'll need my big models to take him down. So I'm thinking I now might have to play more of a holding game on this flank and try to score my scheme markers on this one. 10 Thunder Brother runs up over here, Tooth comes up and tries to lure him but fails. I think I cheated one of my high cards, and then the Katanaka Sniper goes pew 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 and takes down a Changeling. In Malifaux, truancy is a capital offence. So then a bit of craziness happens. My Pork Chop runs up over here, walks, and then drops its scrap on the other side of the wall. And then Titania rudely walked up and stole him away for an audience. Mei Feng isn't having that, so she uses her Wings of Wind push on Kang to just get him up a bit further, rail walks to the marker. I've probably failed, I always have to cheat this damn thing, and then charges Titania, because her charge threat range is pretty mega. So now we're all in a ruck. Oh, I think I moved Kang up first and then charged Mei Feng so that she could benefit from his aura, which, wouldn't you know, is quite helpful against undead Neverborn. I do a little bit of damage to Titania, it's not impressive, and I can't help but feel if I'd come over here a little bit more, maybe I would have been able to make more use of Mei Feng's triggers and, you know, I don't know, maybe get some of the combo hits. But yeah, we'll work on that. And this is how things look at the end of the turn. Widow Weaver's moved up, dropped her web, this Changeling's blinked over here and is trying to take out my Thunder Brother to no success. And we go to turn 2, what a lovely hand. I lose the initiative, and my game takes a short, sharp trip to Shitsville. Ionis walks, focuses and attacks Mei Feng. I flip a 13 for a defense, so I'm pretty happy with that. The Dice God cheats in the red Joker, so he beats me by 1. The focus puts him on a straight flip, and he cheats in a severe damage, sending an unactivated Mei Feng to the void for the rest of the turn. Fuck. The pork chop goes, scrabbles at the thorn, probably doing no damage. Chances his flaming pork chop's aura, but I don't have any tomes, so it fails. I think the thorn retaliates and kills the pork chop. This isn't going well. So Kang the man gets battered from all sides. I think the tooth charges in, does a little bit of damage, uses her lure so he gets to attack her, but with his positives, very handy positives to attack and damage against undead, he whomps her for some respectable damage and pushes her away so she can't take her riposte attack. He then charges into the queen, doing ultimately not enough damage, and then takes a Exhale Terror barrage from the Widow Weaver and the Changeling. And I use most of my soul stones and my cards to keep him standing and not paralysed. Hang in there, Kangy. So whilst all that's going on, I'm running schemes with my Emberling and the 10 Thunder Brother. The Changeling was very unlucky to fail his blink as he was trying to get over here to block off this marker, which would have been a bit shit. Sniper's moved up over here to get in range. I think he took a shot at the Thorn when she was unengaged. And so at the end of the turn, the Guild Pathfinder's moved up to score me Convict Labour. I've just had to jog the Rail Worker in to engage the Tooth because nothing else I can do. And Mei Feng returns from the void straight into a setup. And you can see he removed all 3 of those markers, which I couldn't prevent. Very well played, sir. We both score for extraction, and he's got more guys around it, so the marker moves Neverborn wood. Turn 3, kind of want the initiative this turn. And I get it. Mei Feng is not taking another trip to the void. Unactivated this turn, so she goes first and kills the Queen's Champion. With a little help from Kangy Baby's auras. Titania makes bad things happen to Kang and goes over here to engage the Sniper. As does the Changeling. They really don't like that Sniper. I think the Rail Worker fails his slow test, so he just exhausts the Thorn. Not the Thorn, the Tooth. God, their names. Ionis barges into the middle. I can't actually remember what he did, but it doesn't look like he's upset things too badly. Not quite sure how he got away from Mei Feng. I probably just forgot to do a disengaging strike, something like that. The Emberlings come over here just to get some bodies in the centre. Pathfinders come over here to get some cover and a shot. I was trying to place a marker, but I couldn't wiggle it in range. 10 Thunder Brothers got out of town and has dropped a ski marker all the way over here. The Widow Weaver's just deluging me in webs, and that has made passing all the willpower jewels a tremendous pain and contributed quite a lot to Kang's downfall. I'm trying to think what the Sniper did. I don't think he attacked the Changeling this turn, so I think he might have exhausted it as well, just as extra security if the Rail Worker fell. But luckily the Rail Worker did not fall, and he and the Emberling I think are chilling out on 1 wound each now. So at the end of the turn, I score Convict Labour. We both score for the marker, and because we've got 4 guys each in range, it doesn't move anywhere. Turn 4, things are not going well. My opponent is pretty much dominating me at this point. But I think I get the initiative, and Mei Feng rail walks using the Pig's Scrap and the Rail Worker to over here somewhere. Jackhammer kick the Queen, trying to get the Thunderous Smash trigger to clear out the markers, but fail. I exhaust her and then vent steam, trying to protect my guys. But Ionis doesn't give a shit. He focuses and sends Mei Feng to the void. I think my opponent did say he had the red Joker in his hand most turns. But whatever, Mei Feng is chilling in a sauna in some shitty parallel dimension. The Sniper slashes at the Changeling, doing fuck all. The Emberling runs around, doesn't know what the fuck it's doing. And the Tooth demonstrates her flower, fertilizer technique, and chops both my dudes. Oh no wait, this is when the 10 Thunder Brother pulled the 13 into my hand. So what's he doing? Oh, he's dropping more markers. What a good Thunder Brother. Titania has a go at the Katanaka Sniper, who survives, only to be stabbed in the back with his own sword by a Changeling who's much better at using it than he is, it seems. Finally, the Guild Pathfinder runs for the centre. Looks like the Widow Weaver tried to take him down, but couldn't. And Mei Feng pops back into existence, pushing to here, and yeah, We're still scoring! And I don't think my opponent bothers to remove the marker. And yeah, I also continue to get conflict labour. Huzzah! Oh, and more exhaustion. So we go into turn 5. Pretty tense! I'm clinging on with the hairs of the skin of my teeth. But things aren't looking good. And it looks like it's my opponent's game. So here we go. I lose the initiative. And interestingly, Aeonus goes and sends the Guild Pathfinder to the Void with a red joker Severe. So, well, at least chunks of him appear in the Void. Mei Feng goes, she rail kicks the Tooth to death. Thunderous smashing the scheme markers, just in case he's going for Search the Ruins or something. Then Titania slips away to go and engage the 10 Thunder Brother and do a little bit of damage to him. And I think at this point he's only got 2 wounds left. But the cunning brother runs around here, double walks around here, and uses his 0, which gets him the healing. And he's in range to score! Come on! The changeling blinks in, or charges, or I don't know what it does, but it gets in there and uses the Widow Weaver's Exhale Terror to do 2 damage. So now back down to 2 damage, because I healed up 2 when I did the Mongoose style, or whatever it is. So now it's just Widow Weaver. She drops another web marker. Oh my goodness, these web markers. Most of my guys have like willpower 2 or 3 for the most of this game. The Widow Weaver exhales terror! And Black Joker's the first attack. Come on, Thunder Brother! But in the end, it's not to be. She gets a moderate, despite being on a negative, or double negative, with their final attack, and he goes down. Oh, so close! And at the end of the turn, Mei Feng uses the Wings of Wind to push 3 inches away out from the Widow Weaver, denying Take Prisoner in a shocking turn of events. That's a 3-point swing right at the last second. Is it enough? Let's count up the points. The Neverborn have got 4 points for extraction, 3 points for setup, and no points for Take Prisoner. The 10 Thunders scored 3 points for extraction, 3 points for conflict labour, and 3 points for exhaust the forces. So it's a 7-9 to the Thunders, despite feeling like this game was my opponent holding me down and punching me methodically in the face. Because damn did he take me apart well. Aeonus sending Mei Feng to the Void, denying me, rightful AP and Steam, and then dropping me right into the setup. That was just very well played, and I've got plenty of marker denial in this crew with the Porkchop, Mei Feng, and Kang, and I just couldn't really ever get to use it properly. Oh my goodness, Servant of 5 Dragons. The Widow Weaver just made that a mockery, and I couldn't even get a chance to discard it before Kang went down. Totally underwhelmed by that when I thought that was going to be so good. But yeah, I think in the end Kang and Mei Feng caused enough problems in the centre to just take up too much of my opponent's resources for him to deny my schemes on the flanks, or give up the AP to unexhaust themselves. Shake off, whatever it's called. So yeah, whilst I think I played okay, but my opponent definitely played better than I did. And it was just an unfortunate choice of Take Prisoner target that cost him the game in the end. Oh, and I do feel for him because we're both convinced he had it. But there's Malifaux. But there you go. Yep, this game was excellent fun, and many thanks to my opponent, and I hope you enjoyed it. Take care.